What's up, YouTube? This is your boy JD, and thank you for viewing Coast to Coast Gamer. It's February the 4th, a Sunday. It is Super Bowl Sunday. The New England Patriots versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Me, myself, I was going to root for the Philadelphia Eagles until one of their stupid players said that he wasn't going to the White House. I was like, really, dude? You going to go there? I'm pretty sure there was a lot of players that did not want to go to the White House when Obama was in the office, but they still went and they kept their opinions to themselves. So since he did that and the players and his teammates or his coaches didn't tell him to shut the hell up, I'm going to root for the Patriots because I know Bill Belichick probably told his players, like, look, I understand you got issues against the president, but keep your opinions to yourself. Focus more about the game. Stop having the media focus on political stuff when it should be focusing on the game itself. But with that said, I'm about to play NBA 2K18. The Jazz versus the Wizards. It's the second season. If you've been following me, you know how I do this. So it's no need for me to continue on. So with that, let's go ahead and get to the game. All right.
Hello, everyone. Proud to bring you Wednesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, the fourth member. Let's get a quick pregame update from David Aldridge, who had a Thank you, David. Well, the NBA has some great advanced scouts who know how to help a team prepare for an opponent. When you played, Chris, what kind of information would you be given with a team that was coming up on the schedule or the game that night that was important for you?
Well, wow, my rookie year, I remember the first time I got a scouting, the playoff scouting report, and I had to understand how many times the player I was playing against would shoot over his right shoulder as opposed to his left shoulder, and the percentage of the times he liked it on the left box as opposed to the right box, and really just knowing the guys and understanding their habits. And so you really need that to give you confidence because, as I said, you can't check one player. It's just so hard to do. So what do you have to do? You have to check their tendencies. So maybe you can beat him to the spot that he likes before he can, because if he gets there, he's just going to destroy you. Scouting reports are everything to understand your opponent and your opposing team.
Did you keep, Chris, a mental notebook, or would you have a notebook that you would write in to keep track of these players, the guys you would face?
I had a mental notebook. The teams would give us physical notebooks, but I would just kind of read them and make my mental notes. You get to see guys so often that if you don't kind of understand who a player is that night before you play him, it might be too late.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Mitchell is out there with Ricky Rubio. Then it's Jay Crowder, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's O'Quinn in at the power forward position. The screen from Bellamy. Beal, that's for two, and he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick.
Beal's ability to find open space in those areas on the court, I mean, it's so impressive, especially off the pick and roll.
Here's O'Quinn, and O'Quinn slams it in.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says,
oh, wow. Look out.
It's a beautiful jam.
We all know, we all love putting on the show. He has some ridiculous dunks up his sleeve.
Here's Mitchell. Washington with the rebound. This is their first chance to take a look at the Jazz this season.
It's not often we get to see this matchup, but it is a doozy when we do. Just two powerhouse teams facing off.
I mean, who knows? If you want to look all the way ahead to the finals, it's possible these teams can see each other there. So both teams looking to make a statement in their first meeting of the season.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Just 5 on the clock. And Wall kicks to Beal. His three-pointer's off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Mitchell. He's covered by Beal. Here's Gobert. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Some great awareness being shown by Crowder. Spotted the open man and made a fantastic dish.
And Wall kicks to Porter. He dishes it to Beal. The screen from Bellamy. Beal with another miss. The Jazz have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Wall against Rubio. Here's O'Quinn. The three-pointer, no good. Wizards trail by 5. Outside, Wall. And the shot goes in. Wall's got his second bucket tonight.
Oh, that's the concentration of Wall. Isn't it just remarkable? It's hard to shake when he's that close to the basket.
Well, there are a lot of incredible athletes in the NBA, but Chris, in terms of pure up and down speed, John Wall might be the best.
Oh, and it seems like Wall almost does that once a game, doesn't it? I mean, in the open floor, he can just run by most guards, and he's great at controlling his speed and changing direction.
Beal with the steal. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Took him no time at all on that one.
Oh, you got to admire the sharp shooting ability of Beal, especially from the mid-range when he is lights out.
Here's Mitchell. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Mitchell's got 6. Washington trailing. Outside, Wall. There's the lob to Gortat, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wall.
And checking out some stats for Bradley Beal. He's been more than solid over the last month, averaging about 24 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. Solid numbers, the kind of production we expect. And frankly, I think he's got another level to take it to.
Yeah, think about this. He definitely has the skill set to put up even bigger numbers. It wouldn't be a surprise to see that in the coming days.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Offensive rebound. Wall, that's good. He has 6.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Rubio, and Rubio throws it down.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Oh, that was sweet, and that's what makes him so dangerous. Not only can he set up others, but he can also be a big-time finisher.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And we all know that Bradley Beal was one of the early benefactors of the new contracts handed out in the NBA. Chris, as you know, got a 5-year deal worth almost $130 million. Some questioned it, but he has stepped up since signing long-term here.
Yeah, and with Bill, you knew he had the talent. It was just a matter of staying on the floor to earn that contract. I mean, since signing, he's had career best in several different categories. This team showed faith in Bill, and he's rewarding him.
And that one misses.
Now, when Bill is healthy, he's a force on the court. He's a fantastic shooter with a lightning-quick release.
And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Mahimi's checked in for Gortat. Kelly Oubre comes in for Bellamy. Stauskas is checked in for Porter. And Nate Walters subbed in for John Wall. Well, Chris, the NBA game is a game of superstition. And even if you aren't superstitious, you still get into the habit of a routine. So what was your pregame routine that you had during your career, something that was there every night with you before a game?
Well, about superstitions, Kev, I have one superstition, and it might sound weird, but it was to not have a superstition. So I'm a guy that can get caught up in routine and things like that. So if I played a great game and I had something to eat, I wouldn't eat the same thing on purpose because I didn't want the superstition to control me. I wanted if for some reason I couldn't have the food, if for some reason I got to the game late, I never wanted that to be in my head. And so my thing was, since early in high school, I tried not to have a superstition. But in saying that, you do have a routine. And my routine as I got older was, before I get to the arena, I'd read the notes of the game and all that good stuff, and I'd just sit in the hot tub with my headphones on. I figured that was the best way to get warm at an older age, and that's really the only thing I can remember relying on before a game, and that was in my older years.
Good story. Good story. Jackson, he's checked in for Washington. Here's Stauskas, and another miss by Washington. Jazz leading by 10. From the baseline, Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got 10 points in the game.
Something lit a fire under him this quarter. Their lead safe as long as he's on the floor.
And Walters kicks to Jackson. Pass to Walters. The feed to Stauskas. Mahimi a screen. Looking to end the run, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Here is Rubio. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Phoenix. Here's Mitchell, and Utah again with the bucket.
He has them reeling. They haven't had an answer for him this quarter.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
There's the dish to Oubre. Nice ball movement by Washington. On the wing, Jackson. 4 on the shot clock. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. 1:11 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Mitchell, and again it's Utah.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Outside Jackson. Right wing. Here's Oubre. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound.
Some tough D in the paint, getting between him and the bucket and stopping the easy.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. Yeah, you see it now on the scoreboard.
Yeah, particularly on offense, where they've been completely in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Stauskas dishes to Jackson. Mahimi a screen. Back to Jackson. Mahimi controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Mitchell passes to Gobert. Got a piece of it. Here's Oubre. In the corner, it's Walters. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. And so it's the Utah Jazz up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything. Maybe some other NBA players should be practicing with Bradley Beal's mom, because she has definitely honed something special into him.
To be sure. I'm just not sure some of the more delicate NBA egos could handle her trash talking once she beats them in a game of horse.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And for the Jazz, this has been the game they've wanted to have.
I mean, a huge lead, and already after this first quarter, they're starting to make it look easy.
I love it. They have their track shoes on. Right off the tip, they were in full attack mode. This offense is really turning.
They've got Ian Mahimi. Jackson is out there with Nate Walters. Then there's Oubre, and it's Stauskas in at the 3. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. Well, there have been a lot of great young big men come into the league over the last couple of years. Chris, do you think the post position is about to make a comeback in the league right now?
I think it definitely could make a comeback because of the players that we've seen enter into this game, like Cat and Davis and Embiid. But I also think that, you know, the game has grown because we've had to see players like Larry Bird on the post extend his game to three-point area. We got to see Hakeem Olajuwon get the first big crossover. So I don't know if the game will ever be the same with traditional posts, but I do know the game is in good hands with guys that have great skill sets, and so the big man is definitely back.
Jazz leading by 11. Here's Rubio, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And, you know, for all the talk about Rubio's passing, I think one thing that gets overlooked is his defense. Both his on the ball and defensive rebounding are very strong for the point guard position.
The Jazz have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
The first free throw is good. And Chris, you spent a handful of years in Washington. When you look back to that time in your career, is there a favorite moment that stands out to you?
Well, it was early in my career when I was with Washington, and I learned a lot about the league. And I think ending the Washington playoff drought that they had been in for so many years was part of the reason why I wanted to go there, and that was a lot of fun. Making my first All-Star team as well was pretty cool.
To the left wing. And Gortat kicks to Oubre. Over O'Quinn. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Oubre's got his first points of the game. Pass to Gobert. Shoots over Gortat. Nice shot by Gobert. And the Jazz lead by 13. The Wizards have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Here's Stauskas, defended by Crowder. Here's Wall. Gobert with the block. And it's Rubio penetrating. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. And here we go. Washington fast break. Basket is good, and they'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Well, when the question of who has the best handles comes up in the NBA, John Wall should be in the conversation. Of course, Irving and Curry might be at the top, but Wall isn't far behind. He can absolutely lose a guy with one of his crossover behind the back, flip up, down, zip-zap moves.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Bellamy checked in for Oubre. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Stauskas. And Bradley Beal subbed in for Nate Walters. Porter with the steal. And now Porter pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Porter can run the floor. He flies down the court like a track sprint. Tough to keep up.
And Mack kicks to O'Quinn. Good, and a nice assist from Mack. O'Quinn's got 8 points. And Chris with Wall and his dribbling ability, one advantage he has is that he's able to do great things on the floor at full speed.
Well, I could think of several examples where Wall just left his defender in the dust at half court. Such a fluid behind-the-back move with the speed that defenders is so hard for them to check.
And a look now at the breakdown between 3-point and 2-point shots attempted here tonight for the Wizards.
And they've got really good balance here. I mean, the three ball hadn't been the strongest weapon today for them, but I'd say keep the dose just about the same. Don't change the recipe. When you've got that open shot, you got to take it.
Wow, Bill is a talented scorer, outstanding at maintaining concentration despite the intimidating defense.
Goes up the baseline. Livingston, no luck. Wizards trail by 10. Here's Porter. It's not going to go for him. Good work defensively by Crowder. Over Porter. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. 6 points for Jay Crowder.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Feeds it to Beal. Over Mack. Beal can't get it to go.
The defense is doing just enough to bother him on the jump.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. Here's Bellamy. He doesn't hit that one. And it's Utah the other way. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And when you shoot a high percentage from distance, that gives you momentum and really keeps the opponent on the ropes.
Well, especially important on the road. Sinking those deep shots makes it hard for the other team to build momentum.
The screen from Bellamy. And Wall kicks to Beal. Pass to Wall. And he's good on the 3-ball. Wall's got 5 points in the quarter.
You got to get a hand up from Wall outside. He definitely has the touch to knock down these perimeter shots.
Livingston dishes to Mack. O'Quinn in the post, working on Bellamy. Gobert the screen. Here's O'Quinn. Bellamy with some nice D.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly, then with the quick reaction time.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah. And Chris, the team you spent the most time with in your career, the Sacramento Kings, what was it like playing in a smaller market? And do you think that's changed for star players today?
You know, I love playing for the city of Sacramento and the fans. Because we were a small market, I think we had some of the most passionate fans that I've ever seen in the NBA. But it was also tough, especially playing on the West Coast. You're the second or the late game on the East Coast. Many people don't see you. You don't have necessarily the support. of everyone else because you're not in the largest city. So it definitely could be tough. But when you're playing a team like the Lakers or you're playing other Goliaths, you love it and you embrace that small David type aspect. And so I do think it's changed because of social media. I do think it's changed because of the internet and specifically the apps that you can now go into the locker room before and after the game. You can get a guy's thoughts right after he made a big shot or missed a big shot. And so I think if people had those tools, maybe it'll be different. But I think now definitely it really doesn't matter what market you play in. I mean, we were a small market at that time, but look, since it's been the OKCs and other teams that kind of have made everybody excited about basketball. So I don't think market plays that big of a part as far as your exposure and how much fans get to see you in the world.
Good overview. Beal, the pass to Wall. There's a screen by Gortat. Now here's Beal. He's covered by Mack. Beal can't get it to go.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Jackson kicks to Crowder. Shoots from the line. Here's Gobert. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
For Utah, they have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5. 2 shots. And he knocks down the first one.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Mahimi's checked in for Gortat. Oubre comes in for Bellamy. Nick Stauskas is checked in for Porter. And it's Jackson in for John Wall. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Now here's Oubre, guarded closely. It's Beal on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Up off the screen.
Bill likes to mix it up every once in a while. Remarkable at slamming it down in style.
Jazz leading by 12. Down low. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Mahimi. Knocked away. Crowder with the steal. Jackson kicks to Mack. Oubre with the steal. And they're pushing it up. For 3, Stauskas. And the rebound goes to Howard.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And Mack kicks to Howard. Shoots over Oubre. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Howard's got the lead up to 14 now for Utah. Back to Jackson. Wizards passing it around. Mahimi a screen. Here's Stauskas. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Yeah, he has a little bit of trickeration with that one. Gets that one to go against the limb.
Well, let's just call it what it is. Great body control on the lay-in, takes the contact, still knocks it in softly off the glass. I mean, that shot just can't be blocked the way he adjusted.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
A lot of times your defense is your offense is your defense. This is poor decision-making right here. You can't let them have that shot. Also might have been a lack of effort.
And so it's the Utah Jazz. Their lead at 15 going into the break. And their ability to get points in the paint. Wizards trail by 15. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the Jazz. Howard is out there with Rudy Gobert. Then it's Ricky Rubio. Then it's Jay Crowder, and it's Mitchell in at the 2-guard spot, down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Porter, and he uses the glass on the layup. Porter's got the opening bucket to start the second half for Washington.
Well, you better wrap Porter up on these type of shots. When you don't, he fends off the contact well and finishes in style.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Well, it took some time to develop, but Otto Porter is starting to put everything together. He was considered a bit of a project when he came into the NBA, drafted 3rd overall, but all the promises now being fulfilled as he is a great do-it-all forward. Look at this. I like this. Team basketball. Keeping the ball moving until they find the right shot.
Washington shooting 47% from the floor. Getting it done. Beal dishes the Wall. And the slam dunk by Wall.
When Wall gets going, he's an unstoppable force. He's an offensive beast who can score in many ways.
Fades away. The shot, no good. Nice D from Porter. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Bellamy with a screen on Rubio, and Wall kicks to Bellamy. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. Beal can't get it to go.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
Shooting one.
The Jazz have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. And Washington making a change here. Walters checked in, and Utah with a change here too. Jerebko's checked in for Rudy Gobert.
And you talk about a culture builder. Jay Crowder is a guy who is not content with losing ball games. He's a competitor, and that rubs off on his teammates.
Washington calls timeout. And let's take this moment to check out the point guards with the highest shooting percentage from the last 10 games. Second, Ricky Rubio.
As a point guard, you want to create the best possible shot every trip down the floor. And given the way these guys have shot the ball, it's not a bad idea every now and then for them to go it alone.
Well, look, you have to change the pace up once in a while to catch the defense off guard. Unpredictability is huge in the game of basketball.
Near the three-point line, it's Porter, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. Jazz leading by 16. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Yes, that goes in. Mitchell's got 16 points.
It's just been one of those nights for him. He got into the floor of the game and has not lost his touch.
And Walters kicks to Gortat. Out to the wing. Here's Wall, and Wall with the slam.
Look at that. That's the exceptional leap in skills of Wall. When he's running to the cup, you know he's trying to ram it down.
Here's Mitchell. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got 3 assists now in this one.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
For Utah, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. He kicks to Mitchell. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Howard in the post. Gortat covering. It's good. Howard's got his second bucket.
Outstanding presence of mind. Howard is as dependable as it gets near the rim.
There's the pick. Porter passes to Wall. Here's Walters. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Bellamy. And the rebound goes to Howard.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Wall against Rubio. Outside, Wall. The screen from Bellamy. Shoots from the baseline, and again it's John Wall. Wall's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Yeah, Wall is used to having guys in his face. I mean, he's demonstrating his exceptional focus shooting over this tough defense.
Mitchell's shot is good.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Walters dishes the Wall. And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here.
You got to be aware of Howard at all times, especially on defense, where he makes his living blocking shots.
Stauskas is checked in for Washington. Richard Jefferson, he's checked in for Utah. Livingston comes in for Crowder. Here's Walters. A floater and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Dwight Howard. Washington shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he can't get the first one. Kelly Oubre's checked in for Washington. Jackson comes in for John Wall. And Utah with a change here, too. Jerebko's checked in for Jefferson. Utah leading by 17. The drive by Rubio. And the shot is good. And that's now 6 points for Howard.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring. And this one couldn't have been any easier.
I mean, I don't know whether to say it's amazing or sad, but you're down double digits and you still allow an uncontested layup. Where is the pride? Where is your heart?
And Utah making a change here. O'Quinn's checked in. Jackson kicks to Walters. Here's Stauskas. He's covered by Livingston. Stauskas, the pass to Gortat. Right through the D for the layup.
Gortat is a committed scorer. I mean, it doesn't matter what you throw at him, he gets the job done.
Here's Mitchell. He's got 20, and he gets the bucket. And the Jazz lead by 19.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Nice ball movement by Washington. The pass to Stauskas. Four on the shot clock. To the middle. It's stolen by Livingston. In transition, here come the Jazz. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Livingston's got 4 points this quarter. And Walters kicks to Oubre. Jackson against Rubio. Dishes it to Stauskas. Out to the right wing. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Jackson. Utah with the rebound. O'Quinn's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Mitchell. And there's the call on Howard. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, pretty obvious over the back call there, but being out of position, that was really the only option.
He went for it. I'll give him that. Showing some fight on the boards, even if it's not the smartest play in the world.
Beal's checked in for Nate Walters. Oubre dishes to Jackson. He feeds it to Beal. Kicks it to Oubre. Gortat with the screen for Jackson. Shoots from the line. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Jackson's got 7 points in the game.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Mitchell's shot is good.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Wizards trail by 21. Now the feed to Beal. 44 seconds left in the third quarter. Stauskas, the pass to Gortat. Rubio against Jackson. Shoots over Rubio. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. 9 points in the game so far.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
There's 18 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Yep, that one goes.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Washington shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
That one is off. And the Jazz making a change here. And he sinks the second. Here's Jackson. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Mack. And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
And giving up some height, he just finds a way to carve out a little separation.
Well, it takes a lot of confidence and toughness to make that play.
Free throw good, Mack. Beal. No good, shot missing. And so it's the Utah Jazz riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding. Utah leading by 23. They've got Bradley Beal. Gortat is out there with Oubre. And there's Jackson. And it's Stauskas in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 on the 4 for the Wizards. The shot's good from O'Quinn.
And piling on to that big lead, we know he has the range late on the defensive reaction.
I mean, yeah, you can't break down. Not now. Defensively, at this point, I mean, you're already too far in the hole.
Passes it to Oubre. Outside Jackson. Now the dish to Beal. Clock at 6. Shoots the 3. And the 3 ball is good.
Look, I like the shooting motion that Beal has. He has a high release. That helps him on those deep balls.
Utah has gone to 3-point range 7 times tonight. Knocked down 5 of them. Here's Jackson. Rebounded by Jackson.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Well, I like the decision making. I mean, that's a shot you want to keep taking. There's no lack of aggression on his part. When he's got the chance to score, he'll take it.
Livingston kicks to Mack. Floats one. Howard. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Love the focus from Howard. So excellent at draining difficult shots over the defense.
Outside Beal. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this 4th quarter. Gortat with the screen for Beal. Over Livingston. A putback. Rebounded by the Jazz. It's off to Charlotte for him after this game as they take on the Hornets. And that game will be game 3 of 5 away from home.
Wow, I'm surprised he took that shot, but he has a huge size disadvantage in that matchup. But tremendous job to knock that one down.
There's a screen by Gortat. Here's Beal. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
The best laid plans, right? Well, I tell you right there, though, that's one they'll take every single time.
And again, Washington, no good.
He simply should not be shooting from out there. That's just not him. That's not his game.
Livingston dishes to Jackson. He jams it right over Kelly Oubre. Wow.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Here's Jackson. 4th quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far.
See how slow Oubre got up? He got slammed on.
There's a screen by Gortat. That doesn't go either for Beal. Jazz have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the 4th. A pretty nice efficiency there. The shot's good from O'Quinn.
Still attacking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
Well, what I like about it most is he's doing it efficiently.
Outside Jackson. He dishes it to Oubre. Here's Gortat. Outside for Beal. And again, Washington, no good.
Well, look, his teammates are going to stop giving him the ball if he keeps taking shots like that.
And the basket by Jackson.
And they've just been so comfortable at both ends of the floor. I mean, you'd almost think they're playing at home.
Well, you hear that? No, you don't hear anything. They silence the crowd with this big lead. No sign that they're letting up.
Here's Stauskas. Softly drops in the floater.
Ooh, look at the soft touch on the teardrop.
And here's Utah. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. Gortat with the steal. Oubre, no one around him. Drops one in from the wing.
Ooh, the feed was perfect. The timing, the placement, everything was right on the money.
Pass to Howard. Feeds it to Jackson. Howard with a screen on Jackson. Jackson kicks to Howard. Gortat with the block.
Oh, That's just a long wingspan of Gortat. I mean, it's highly effective, especially how he swats away shots.
Here's Beal. Rebound, Utah. Howard's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
The struggles this quarter continue. The D's.
See how Oubre backed off on that one.
Finisher for a floor general.
He was up high, and he came down hard. Exquisitely done.
Get out the way. Move, and that pumps up his teammates as well. That's a statement play all the way around.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time, and he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one. That's for sure.
You're right. They are precise in how they ran that play. Exceptional timing. That's all good stuff.
And play stops as it looks like they call it over the back here.
Yeah, pretty obvious over the back call there, but being out of position, that was really the only option.
He went for it. I'll give him that. Showing some fight on the boards, even if it's not the smartest play in the world.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Mahinmi's checked in for Gortat. Bellamy comes in for Stauskas. And it's Jody Meeks in for Beal. Jackson passes to Bellamy. Meeks dishes to Mahinmi. A second chance effort, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Look, he doesn't waste time. Once he gets the rebound, he does what he should. Goes right back up with it.
Here's Mitchell. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got his 7th assist here tonight. 1:44 left to play in the final quarter. Baseline jumper. Another shot. Here's Mahinmi.
That's his first personal foul.
And the game and the culture of basketball has so many subsets. One of those is the basketball shoe culture, the sneaker culture. Players competing almost as much, Chris, for style points as they are for actual points.
Oh, yeah, you know, and I love to say that I was part of that culture, you know, with the black socks and with some different shoes that I've had at the NBA. It's a lot of fun, man. It's something that your fans can relate to. It's something personal. It shows a personal side of what you have, your type of design. So, you know, you're very fortunate if you get your own kick deal, and I was fortunate. It's a lot of fun, and the fans love it.
Shot by Crowder, no good.
Defensively, they could have done better. That's an open look he'd like to have back.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Utah.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
There's Jackson with the 3. They grabbed their own miss. The shot by Mahinmi, no good.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim.
Chalk up 2 there.
And leaving nothing to chance here on this game-clinching run.
Yeah, that offense shifted into high gear. I love the attack mindset.
Mahinmi a screen.
Utah foul call. James Collector. That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Washington, Demetrius Jackson. At the line for 2.
That's good from Jackson. He's perfect from the line this time. Utah with the ball.
Hey, watch Ricky, watch Ricky.
And Rubio kicks to Crowder. Shoots over Oubre. The quick look, no good that time. Poke loose. Out of bounds. Washington takes possession.
Wizards ball.
It's stolen by Gobert. Rebound by Mahinmi. And here are the Wizards now. Meeks on the wing. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Rubio the pass to Mitchell. Gobert the screen. Meeks with the steal. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this.